Soon, Mike Tyson will be released. The main thing was Mike's stability, a home, a place where he knew he was going to be every 2 or 3 months, no matter what. Regardless of what he had done, our job was to put him in the best position to succeed. The problem is, no one wants to commit no guarantee to Mike Tyson. Let's not forget, Mike Tyson is sitting in prison at this time, being convicted of rape. No one wants to show any real type of support for him. Every women's organization, including the National Organization of Women, don't think he should ever be able to fight again. No one's interested. When I say no one, I'm talking about no entities as far as hotels, casinos, cable shows want to be actively pursuing him while he's sitting in prison. Mike Tyson, for the first time, before he went to prison, his last fight, which was Razor Ruddock, which was the first fight we was able to negotiate for him, was his first $10 million payday. Mike Tyson don't believe nobody in the world is going to pay no real money to see him fight again. This is the Mike Tyson who's sitting in that prison. He ain't got no idea the type of collaborative effort we're trying to put together for him to make him respected and for him to have something to live up to. We didn't want no one fight for him, see how it go, whatever. And that's all anybody was offering. We go to MGM. At this time, Dennis Finfrock is the president of MGM, running most of the operations and so forth and so on. They all, basically speaking, they threw us out of the place. And I basically said, Don, listen, man, we got to go over their head. Don said, well, shit, that ain't nobody, that can't be nobody but Kirk Kerkorian. And he don't talk to nobody. Now, if anybody don't know who Kirk Kerkorian is the one who basically rebuilt Las Vegas. And also is the one who actually brought Elvis Presley to Las Vegas at the International Hotel before it became the Hilton. Kirk Kerkorian is Las Vegas. He's Armenian, but he's basically a recluse. He don't run no day-to-day operation for nothing to do with his hotels in Vegas. He's a major stockholder, and he don't even deal with none of that stuff. I said, Don, it's the only way we got a shot. You're talking about Kirk Kerkorian here. He's worth over $17-18 billion at this time and owns Chrysler. And he also owns MGM Pictures. And we just left his MGM casino and basically got threw out by his executives. Where's Mike at? That's right. Mike is sitting in prison. Long story short, about 2 or 3 days later, the guy comes back and says he contacted Kirk Kerkorian. And Kirk Kerkorian is willing to meet with me and Don King. What? What? Ladies and gentlemen, you about to hear one of the best boxing business stories you ever heard in your life. He said, hey guys, I'm back here. He's by himself. Me, him, and Don. Nobody else. And Kurt basically just said, hey guys, how you doing? What's going on? Long story short, me and Don King went to running our mouth and we told him everything we were dealing with. And we told him every plan we had for Mike. And we told him that we could not do it unless we had somebody who had the position and the heart to go along with us to try to make this miracle happen. We must have went off for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Kirk Kerkorian just sat there and listened to us. And basically by the time we finished, he basically said, guys, you know what? I like it. Just like that. Kirk Kerkorian looked us in our face and he basically repeated everything back to us me and Don had said. This man picked that little flip phone up right in front of us right there. He picked that flip phone up. He called the office at the MGM in Las Vegas. His secretary over there answered the phone. His main man, his chairman, the one who is Armenia, a young cat named Alex Yemenesian. That's Kirk's right-hand man. He's the one who's head of over the president and everybody else, not just at MGM, the hotel over there, but also the MGM pictures. Is Alex there? Can I speak to Alex? She said, Kirk, you know he's on his way to Canada. Kirk Kerkorian said, oh, yeah, that's right. He was going there. He said, can you plug him in for me? Called him on the plane. Y'all ain't listening. Nothing. Where Mike at now? Where's Mike at this moment? Yeah, sitting in prison for rape. This is where Johnny Horn is at for him. Don King. This is where we at for him. He gets on the phone. Told Alex Yemenesian, turn that flight around. Stop in Vegas, pick those guys up, and I want you here by early this evening. Did you hear what I said? He told the plane, told him to turn around, stop back in Vegas, pick up the same guys who kicked us out of the damn hotel and casino 3 or 4 days earlier. Pick those guys up, and I want you in Vegas, in LA by this evening. It's only one of a myriad of pictures that we pulled off when it came to fully representing this man. Money was never an issue. He knew we was going to put together a deal that had nothing to do with that. The whole shit about Don King getting 30% of his personal, that was not, Mike Tyson had 50% of the profit that came to Don King Productions. This shit that Mike let them do to him, and it only was meant, like I said before, to embarrass him. So that every time he seen Don, he would disrespect Don, kick him, hit him, throwing water on him, and all of those shit. All after he did what he did in the bike fight. We'll get to that later. Understand some, y'all. No executive from either MGM or Showtime has spoken directly to Mike Tyson. Me and Don King pulled that off without them ever talking to Mike. It totaled to over $300 million deal. 10 fights in less than 3 years. Our goal was to make Mike the first $1 billion athlete. I get home. I'm waiting for him to call me. I said, brother, it's done. He said, what? I said, it's done. The incredible deal we talked about briefly and what we've been trying to do for the last couple of months now, whatever, without you really know what's going on, I said, it's done. MGM and Showtime is your home. After all we've been through and everything we've been trying to do to find the right, most incredible deal any athlete ever had in the history of sports, this man sitting in prison, convicted of rape. I tell him about the day and the weeks and stuff we had with Kirk Kerkorian and everything else, everybody else involved, who showed their commitment to try to help him create the atmosphere he needed for when he came home. That man's comment to me was, the price of pussy just went sky high. That's what I'm dealing with.